Here is the question. And here is the answer. 134. So let's look at this question. Question 26. The diagram shows a cycle track. So we have, this is the track. The track has two straight sides, each of length 40 meters. So we have 40 meters here and 40 meters there. Each end of the track is a semicircle of radius 27 meters. So you got 27 here and the same on the other side. The diameter of each wheel of Ian's bike is 590 millimeters. Ian is going to ride his bike around the track once. Calculate how many complete revolutions each wheel of his bike will make. So let's highlight key information. The track has two straight sides of length 40 meters. Each end of the track is a semicircle of radius 127 meters. The diameter of each wheel of Ian's bike is 590 millimeters. Ian is going to ride his bike around the track, so he's going to ride around the track. So this is the perimeter. Calculate how many complete revolutions each wheel of his bike will make. So if I draw a sketch of his bike, and the diameter is 590 millimeter. So how many times does this wheel go around this track, the perimeter of this track? So we can see here you've got 40 and 40. Or before I kind of start answering what's going on in this question, if I think about this question, I've got this track, I've got this circle, so I've got those two things, and it's how many complete revolutions, how many times is this circle going around this. So it's like how many, it's like a division. So this track is 40 meters and another 40 meters, and then I've got a radius of 27 meters, and then I've got another one on the other side. So two semicircles gives me a full circle. So this is a circle now, and these two bits. And then I've got, so I'm going to just box that up. That's one part. It's in meters. Then I've got 590 millimeters. And I said how many of this goes into that, which is a division. So I've got a big number divided by a small number. How many goes into the other? So this is what I'm looking at. So if I look at this, this is my part 1. This is my part 2. And this is my part 3. Part 2 and part 3. Okay, so if I look at part 1, I've got 40 meters plus 40 meters plus, this is a circle. So the perimeter of a circle is the circumference. So circumference, there are two formulas, 2 pi r or pi d. So 2 times pi times radius, or pi times d. So 40 plus 40 plus 2 times pi times radius, 27 meters. Okay, I get my calculator out and I work this out. (40 plus 40 plus bracket 2 times), so pi, you can see on your calculator, is just above that sign there, so you're multiplying by, so 10 is above that, so you press shift and then you press that button, gives you pi times 27 gives you the answer 249. Six, 4, 6, and it carries on. Now I will use the whole number now. I'm not going to round just yet. I need this. If I start rounding now, it's going to affect my accuracy, so I'm going to keep this number for now. So that's the first part done. Now the next part, I've got 590 millimeters. Now I've got millimeters and meters there, so I need to have them as the same units. So what I am going to do is I'm going to change that into centimeters. 10 millimeters makes 1 centimeter. So I'm going to divide by 10. That gives me 59 centimeter. And I want to get to meters. So how many centimeters makes a meter? 100 centimeter gives me 1 meter. So I'm now going to be dividing by 100. So that gives me 0.59. So for my part 2, I've got circumference equals pi times diameter. I can use diameter, a different formula, because I've got diameter. So 0.59 meters, and that gives me pi times 0.59, 1.853, and so on, 1.853539666. So that's my part 2, and now I need to divide the other two numbers. So I'm going to have 249.646003 divided by 1.8539666. .6460033 divided by the answer I've got gives me 134.68. And it carries on. Now I go back to my question, how many complete revolutions? And so this is 134 point. It's incomplete. So I'm going to round down in this case, 134. And that's how I get my final answer. Now just to kind of look at the mark scheme and where you can get method marks. So here we've got process to find the distance around one or both ends of the track. So you're kind of trying to find out the circle or semicircle. Then the second mark is for a complete process to find the total length of the track. So by getting 249 you get 2 method marks, okay, or process marks. So one process, if you got that, the other process mark is there, 2 times pi times 27. What else are we doing? 54. Process to find the circumference of the wheel. So when we're trying to find out the circumference of the wheel, that's a process mark. So this calculation here is pi times 0.59. And then the last process mark is complete process to find the number of revolutions in consistent units. So when you do that division, and that's the key, consistent unit. So again, it's a process mark. So that division here, and obviously our final answer 134.